You're beautiful but unsatisfied since day one. You were getting teased and it scarred you when you were young. Now you're getting older and you've been on the grind. Your paper off the scale so you feel like it's time. So you got a no job, that's the primary thing. People tease you as a kid and for some reason you hit. Always into high fashion, girl, you heavy like lead. Liposuction out your shell like a chicken and egg. Feeling confident but now you're becoming obsessed. First your nose, then your weight, now your butt and your breast. It's a vanity fair, cosmetic overdose. Fiending for a next operation like it was dope. Now you feel the need to skin pill, your skin's no good. But if those around you were real, they'll tell you the truth. Just because you spending thousands, that don't make it alright. Had one problem, now it's many going under the knife. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on. Vanity Fair, yeah. Changing one or two things, cool girl, do you? Do you wanna be beautiful and look like you? Or do you wanna look like someone you saw in a magazine or video, but not in the raw? I like nice shaped bodies, bikinis Brazilian, but too much of anything just isn't appealing. Some people spend a lifetime, even a million. No grace like those unhappy when chilling. A girl with a big butt, big lips, small hips is what we all love to see, and men dream about this. There is nothing wrong with getting something broken fixed. Some women get a breast job cause cancer assists. Some women want to please their man and insist. And a woman really loves you if she wants to do this. But abuse ain't the same as intention with care. So be careful of the drug called the Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, faceline, look at your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on.
Hey y'all, hold on, give me a minute. You know I gotta figure this out, always. I'm always behind. I'll slow chat if we need to. I figured it out. Hey Lori Lou. Hey Carrie. Hey Yoper Gal, Mocus, Clemson Girl, Laura A, Kathy Clock the House, The Truth Will Always Come Out, The Phoenix, Sweet Potato, Daisy Girl, Cool Gamer, Miss Lee, LG, Sarah Parker, Zoya, Cat Love, Banana, Queen Bella, D, Sheila, C Star, Outside the Box with Chloe Joe, Mystical Magnolias, Gator Girl for Life, Shay, Dolan, is it Dolan? I love the pronunciation of it. I just don't know how to say it. Curious AF, Toys in the Attic, Texas Tiffany, Bad Apple, Legit Honey, T, Mr. Norway, Rachel, B. Fergs, Maisie Blue, Saucy, Drama Llama Mama, Amy Lou Who, Wild Angel, Sparkling Pink Unicorn, Dancing in the Moonlight, Brown Eyed Cutie, Soul Tea. I think that's everybody. All right, y'all. I have questions. And since everybody has all these answers and everything's blowing up every which way, I figured we'd take the opportunity to ask these questions because for some reason people are really triggered over, I'm not really sure. So just to clarify, once again, I don't know. Well, even if I did know, I'm not going to put it out here right at this point in time who's behind the call, but right now I do not know. That will take a process to get. Again, don't care what they say. Nobody was accused ever. I don't know why all of the running and pointing fingers and so on has gone on, but it is what it is. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, Creative the Witch, The Real Angel Girl, Proud Army, The Phoenix, thank you. It's just been insanity. Like I hate Tragedy Pimps Exposed. I'm shocked by what's happening out here. Absolutely shocked and blown away by people's behavior. And just to clarify also, I tagged you in posts a couple days ago, you need to look at the date and the timestamp of when you're tagged. But anyways, here nor there. If your husband has questions, you have my contact information. Tell him to get in touch with me. Anywho, moving forward beyond that point, we're all good here. Yeah, Miss Lee, but you know what's really interesting is they are monetizing the hell out of like, and just so we're not, oh, I can't show you guys that yet because it's still doing something. But I it's really interesting how everything I said was twisted so much. Never did I accuse anybody of being behind it or who was behind it. I even said, for all I know, it could be my mom at the time. That's how much you have to go through a process. And people are jumping the gun on a lot of stuff. And there's also been a lot of threats being made. Whoever has gassed her up off of lies, you look like a fool. My channel has never been about Molly solely. And it's really sad because Molly, once again, is taking the opportunity of Marvon's story and twisting it into being about her. It really shows desperation when you have to take somebody's tragedy and twist it into it all being about you. This channel has never just been about Molly. It was never started even about Molly. We didn't even know that Molly was going to be the main piece of misinformation in this story when we started it. And that's factual. And you can go back and watch those videos yourself. I don't have to sit here and explain myself to anybody. So I'm not going to. I'm not going to sit here and go back and explain things to people that I've been saying all along. This has been the same story all along. Nothing has changed except their behaviors, their reactions to things. Yeah, it's really interesting too. And, here's the thing is I have brains. When things were moving around the last few days, there's been a lot of pieces and there's a lot of opportunistic people involved in the shadows that like to see, okay, Becky and Molly don't get along. Molly just embarrassed me. Becky has called me out for bullshit that I've done. So, perfect opportunity. Like these things happen and they get so jumpy when that's not the case. Like, you have to look at everything going on and realize that there's a lot of moving pieces and we just don't know. Yeah, it's really interesting, but I look forward to talking to her husband. I look forward to explaining to him that we have questions that still stand. Where did all the money go that was raised for the Justice for Vaughn fund that you promoted for months on end? Where did that all go? I have your attention, obviously, so let's ask questions. I also have some questions, Spanky, since I have your full attention too. Want to talk about Jose and what you guys did there? I mean, you guys are really drudging up the Summer Wells case again, looking for content, so we could talk about it. Hey, Pugs. Hey, Bombshell. Hey, Chicky Chick. Hey, Sweet Pea. Hey, Laura. And by the way, I have heard, yes, I have heard that she is claiming that she didn't know who I was all this time until 24 hours ago. I don't know exactly if she's got amnesia, but I'm starting to honestly be a little concerned about her health and her stability because if she honestly wants anybody to believe that, let alone her own subs, she's got to remember going back like 4 months ago. She was so excited and paid somebody $50. We have the video for information that was incorrect. Basically, they were trying to say I was Katie Joy. Yeah, this is just nuts. And you know what? The sad thing is they're monetizing the fuck out of calling CPS on me. Think about that for a moment. Think about all of this for a moment. Like I sat back and thought about that for a minute and I was like, I didn't monetize my content. I didn't monetize my own content about my family because I think it's disgusting. I was embarrassed that my memberships were on in the super chats. I had just fucked with all that shit yesterday to get it set up, which you guys knew I was doing. We've been working on this. I just didn't know. And then bam, bam, bam. But they are legit using this to make them victims of something. And I, again, have not put blame on a single fucking person. weird. It's so weird, but it is what it is. But we're going to get into some questions since we have a captive audience. They really are in tune with what is going on. So all of them had a hand in these cases. So let's talk about what we're here for. Let's talk about the actual facts of why my channel exists, because it's definitely not a Molly channel. I know she likes to inflate her ego by thinking this is all about her, but that's not it whatsoever. Yeah, Frankie, it is. It's a wild mess. But here's the thing. It's not coincidental. It's not just coincidence. There has been so many moving pieces in the back end of this. And by the way, if you have not taken my warnings about ES seriously, I suggest you do, because she is in every single one of these comment sections, every single one of these creators' lives, every single one of them, creating and spreading misinformation, saying this person was blamed. And she's not the only one. There's a few other ones out here. Autistic Shill is one of the accounts that's been doing it, going from live to live, spreading misinformation. There's another one. And these people are gassing creators up off of lies, off of blatant lies. Yeah, Shay. And again, what else am I supposed to say to you guys? Like, I'm not going to give you, I am not, first of all, going to monetize my children coming in here and explaining to the fuck you think this is? No. Thank you. No. Erica has so many alts. There's an Autistic Shield account that's been doing it. Southern Girl is another one. Y'all, these people are going from oh, and by the way, Erica uses a Summer Lopez, expose the exposers, exposed, like all. If you have questions on accounts, you probably have a right feeling. And if it's not her, it's one of her cronies. Please take it seriously. This is not a joke anymore with these people. They are not stable. And obviously, this is what we're all seeing. Yeah, well, I have also screenshots and conversations about them talking about hold on. I mean, and it is rich that somebody sitting on panel next to Molly just called me a thing. Think about that for a second. I've never done that to them like that. I have done everything to try and be respectful to Mallory. And what do you do with these people? Like, what? Yes. I don't know who that is behind that account. That account's supposedly somebody in Australia, but whoever that is creating a lot of chaos. I've seen her in comment section. I've been getting sent screenshots of the different things she's going from. Yeah, she's in Molly's section lying on me right now. And it might be two different chicks. Southern Charm is the name. But she's been over here causing problems since the start. And she came from Facebook. Southern Charm is the name, to be exact. Sorry. But please be careful, y'all. Please be careful. It's not just me. They're gassing Amber up against Molly. They're gassing Amber and me against each other. They're doing it to Molly and these people. Like, they're going from chat to chat, gassing everybody up, specifically trying to keep the drama going. Okay. And that's just a couple of the ones that are out here. There's a million. Yeah, the truth, she needs to, because that ass right there is clowning on everybody. And sorry, but I just can't. I can't with her. And I've had this gut feeling about her the entire time, and she's proven it right. And by the way, I don't know who was blaming or accusing Flava or saying that I said Flava. Me and Flava did talk. We had a private conversation. I never thought that it was her. I never blamed her either. So just so we know that. I never said those words. Okay, let's get into this, though. I want to go over this video that we did the other day because I need your guys' eyes. All right? Yeah, it does. It really does, Sweet Pea. It really does. Bomb, Summer Lopez is an alt of Erica's, just so you know. Somebody asked me to make sure you knew that. And that has been proven in a video of mine. So just so you guys know, she is going around and actively gassing people up, meanwhile sending information on all of us to the opposite creators and trying to, and I know that for a fact. I can prove that. Oh, thank you, independent thinker. I'm okay. My girls are okay. That's the only thing that matters to me is my kids. And once again, their situation is a little bit different. It's not like it's just I'm trying to protect them also at the same time of this is okay moving forward. And whatever Molly feels she needs to do, feel free. I mean, I'm being threatened of lawsuits and being threatened of this that I can't keep up anymore and I don't really care. I don't. Kyle and I talked about it in depth last night. He knows everything that's going on. And again, Molly, please, when you tell Walter what's going on, would you please mention to him that you put out and threatened my husband's business and put the business name out there numerous times and we have all of that on video too. Make sure you share with him everything that you've done on your side of things, because I don't want you to be embarrassed when he does contact me and I send him all the actual videos that you've done. Hey, Devious. Everyone's getting a lawsuit. You get a lawsuit. You get a lawsuit. I just want glasses. That's it. I just want glasses that I can see. Yeah, you know what? And go ahead. I would love. Here's the thing, y'all. I've told you all from moment one. Take me to court. Please do. I would love to get an investigator and a judge to sit in front of me with the information that I have. I absolutely would. Oh, my nose itches today too, by the way. Devious, is your eye any better? You just watched a clip. By the way, I don't even know what the frick is. Hey, Amethyst, I didn't even tell you guys I was going live. I'm sorry. How's Kyle's mouth? Kyle's at work still. He's in misery. The antibiotics are helping a little bit, but he's in misery. It's a bad situation for his mouth, but he's a tough cookie. Oh, and by the way, too, I don't just sit on my ass when I'm home, and he definitely isn't thinking that I'm just you. Yeah, there was a whole conversation about how we use our spouses and we just sit here and do all this stuff. By the time that I came on live today, I've done laundry, 3 loads of laundry. I've cleaned up the entire house. I've changed the bedding on my bed because I change it more than Molly changes shirts, because I have cat hair and dog hair on it. I have taken and dropped my children off. I have had an appointment. I've gone to the pharmacy. I did dishes from last night. I've had a busy morning. What about you guys? That's the thing, is life moves on. I barely pop in. Well, I talk to a few people all day long, but otherwise, I'm in and out all day catching stuff. But life, I can't, my life doesn't stop for the internet. I cook dinner at night. I make sure kids are bathed and in bed on a bedtime. I'm a busy mom over here. I'm just not sitting around hanging out, waiting for you to mention my name, Molly. You do that enough. By the way, the Rebecca thing, if you're going to make it impactful, we could call my mom and she could say it for you, because that's the only time. But I laugh at her when she says it to me now too. Rebecca, you can't say it anywhere close. So please try again. Hey, Amethyst. Hey, everybody. All right, let's do this. I want to show you guys this video that we did the other day. We're going to skip through it, but I need to know why this video is so triggering. I have questions, but then we're also going to talk about Spanky, because Spanky is as much involved in this as everybody else. So let's go back here a moment in time. And it's a long one, so we're not going to go through it, all of it. We're going to switch around. But I want to ask you guys, because there is some stuff that I just would like to know. And I'm going to take me off the screen. so it's full screen. All right, and we're going to put it through all of that. All right. Again, this falls under fair use guidelines. This is based on my opinion and my opinion only, based on the facts of what we see before us. Now, again, if you want to see, she has just removed a bunch of content to give you a little context before this video. Hey, Nanya. Hey, Peggy. There was some videos that all of a sudden went missing within like a 5-day span. Really interesting because she left some of the videos up. Sorry, hold on. We're going to get into it because the dogs are going to bark. Can't confirm. She already had videos up. She left this one. The little clips that she did. She left these little shorts. Wow, this is shocking. Hold on. Hold on just a moment. You gonna say hi?
Hi, everybody. Sorry for the interruption. Bye.
Bye. I didn't turn it on just so you could see him kiss me, but he just popped in to say hi.
Sorry, everybody. Love you.
Love you too, babe. There he is. He's still looking good, just like normal, but that's Kyle. If you didn't know, that's Kyle. Kyle here and there. Next time he's working. He's going from job to job. So next time he has time, he will stay with us and answer questions, but he's a busy man. Anyways, let's get back to this. Sorry about that. Kyle interruption. Actually, to see. Something's going on. I don't know what it is, because it's definitely not just she had a conscience all of a sudden. Oh, her Patreon link's in the upper corner. I've never even noticed that. Interesting. So something's up there. She's gotten rid of a lot of videos because let's go back and look. Hold on. Let me go back over there. And she's got a few on that other Molly Go Lightly live channel, but nothing significant. But I want to look and see what is the first one she left up of Marvon. The Discovering Paparazzi with Dre McCrae. That's where I get confused already. Okay. Well, yes, he will when he comes back. He will do that. That's where it gets confusing, though, for me instantly. And again, I'm going to skip forward because I can't stand listening to myself. Make a mobster. I will. Hold on just a minute. It's in the middle of. Give me just a second. Sorry, y'all. Uh-oh. Hold on. No shit. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, you're good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Anyways, I'm curious though. So we know she took down a shit ton of videos, and you can go back. One of my previous lives, it's still up, or it should be still up. We went through and walked back all of the videos that they've done. And all of them were just there. And then now they're gone. And now all of this stuff is transpiring. But we're going to move forward because I have some questions, like I said. I love her. She had a very big support system, but then she had a lot of people that don't like her and don't agree with her lifestyle and have conflicts with her, people that she had blocked, ex-admins of hers. Like it was all.
Ever, I get $11 for some strawberries. Yeah.
Sorry,
I
could care less.
And she knows my house. I said the whole time in the house, and I never knows blah, blah. So what he told me was the injury is not going to be here. She said the injury is going to be up here, and this right here will be broken. She said this will be broken right there. She also said that the eyes are going to be
I'll put it in the description. Yeah.
I'm basically looking for when we start talking about the things she said and I start showing stuff. That's where I'm getting to. So bear with me just a second. We're going to skip around a little bit. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, Nana. Hey, Roblox. Hey, Gypsy Girl. Hey, Marcy. Thank you, everybody, for becoming a member, too. I can't see it right at the moment, but thank you.
And then I think there's a real GoFundMe too, right?
Yes, officially.
Okay. So I will link the GoFundMe for Letitia and the Cash App for Tisha.
Let her know.
And they need attorneys, and we will keep at this. Oh,
They need attorneys. They need attorneys. So they were brought to social media and put on this platform that they had no access to being able to see him. They were not able to get any information. They had no clue what was going on. Okay. That's what we were being told. This is from July 6th or 7th.
at Miss.
God, it's been a long time. I used to be able to pluck off the dates, but it's either July 6th or 7th. I haven't done the facts in this story in a while.
Oh, okay. So this is her Cash App.
Yes.
Bias.
Now there's one it's the very first one, and it's not the one that says Justice for Vaughn. Not that one. It is strictly this one.
Okay.
Strictly that one.
So not the one that says Justice for Vaughn. This is the Cash. This is
It's
the Cash App.
first one that pops up. Yeah.
Hold on. They knew about the other account too. They absolutely knew about the other account. Seven 6 was MGL's first live. Something doesn't make sense here. Tell me what you guys are thinking as we go through this. But that was 7/6 the day, or that was 7/8 when she was on panel with Katie. They're talking about the GoFundMe that it already existed. And they're talking about the Justice for Vaughn Fund and that too. I'm not really sure. Yes, so that's been kind of twisted and turned too. I don't think I don't think it was ever even posted publicly. I think that it was taken down pretty fast, at least to my knowledge. I never saw it posted anywhere at all. I never saw Flava posted anywhere. All I saw it was when she sent it to me in the inbox. That's it. So to my understanding, no money was ever collected on that account or anything. It never went anywhere, but that's my knowledge of it.
Okay.
All right, Katie.
Yes, let me be clear on that, Kathy or Kelly. Kelly is telling the truth. Flava donated, or said herself she never donated to Letitia. She did tell me numerous times that she did send Dre some money and tried to help Dre out. So, that is confirmed. But also, let me clarify once again for those in the back that seem to have hearing problems. I think it must be their headphones, but I don't know. I digress. What I did say was that Flava started a GoFundMe initially. That never got life. She never shared it. Nothing to my knowledge. It never collected anything. I never said for 1 second that Flava collected any funds on behalf of Marvon. Those words have not come out of my mouth. Okay. I don't know, again, where all of that stuff is getting life. I mean, I do, but let's be very clear. Oh, and by the way, go back to like my second live. I have a major sinus
that can come up and school us. You get what I'm saying? Everyone is sending me messages saying that they're losing sleep. I get it. I am exhausted. And I've never felt so.
Pause. I just had a brain fart. Guess what? We're switching it up for a minute. I just saw a question and I am going to go over here and find it. We're switching it up if it still exists, which I don't think he takes down his content. Pause just a second. This might be what she's pissed about. That she finally realized I wasn't out fucking around. pause, talk amongst yourself for a moment. I got to find the video. Some of you know what video I'm looking for. Okay.
He's on there.
Now, this is going to be a fair use thing. Oh, sorry. I was making all sorts of weird faces there while I was looking for it. This is going to be a fair use one. This is from the content creator by the name of Manny on the Mic. So in that video, we heard them speak about Dre had gone live with another lady, and they were kind of talking about that a little bit. And I had shared a clip that it was mentioned in the video we were just watching. So I'm switching gears here because this has been turned and twisted. I made a video that clipped a piece of this video and this interaction between Dre and Vanessa that Manny had posted, and I put it in a video explaining these were the things that were happening in the beginning. So we are going to go back to, again, under fair use. I don't think Manny would mind. If you wouldn't mind dropping Manny's link, I will try to do it too. Manny on the Mic is also a YouTube creator. A lot of different content over there. I think he's hysterical when he gets going. Please check him out. But this is where people got lost. And this is a big piece of misinformation. All right.
Their face, or like make their face look like a 3D object, and oh, I hit.
Again, I'm fast forwarding y'all just so we can get to the part, and that's where we're at. So again, Manny behind the mic. I always get screwed up with his name.
To bounce a check, $300 for my cell phone turned back on because I have to have my phone for work. If work can't get a hold of me, I don't work. A $300 check because I got car insurance, car payment, everything. My checks are gone, pretty much. Broke already before I even got paid. Everybody knows the story. They're in the same situation, paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. So anyway,
and now when you could put $20 in your car and you were okay for the weekend, now you got to put $40 or $50 in your car,
or 60. I mean, to fill up my car, if it's dead empty, if it is dead fucking empty to fill up my car, $173.
Yeah.
When Trump was president, and I don't want to get into the politics, I really don't, but
at the beginning of this video, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've seen your, as you can tell, I don't know how to put makeup on like how you do, but there's certain little things that I'll do every once in a while. So one of my friends told me like 3 days ago, there's this girl that I follow and she's getting a lot of hate. So it was you. And then today I got a lot of messages and people were like, do you know what's going on? Do you know what's going on? And I said, no, but you know what? Let's talk about it. So with the little bit that I...
And just so we're clear, you can see whose video this was. So it was Vanessa and Dre that initially did the video. Manny restreamed it, and then they're talking about it in this stream. So we might actually, depending on, I might go back to his original one. We'll see if this is the one. I might have to go back to his original one, but this one should have it in it too, I'm assuming.
Saw, and it didn't take me much. I was like, these people are just hating on this girl. They're hating for a variety of reasons. It's a control issue. They want to see you in jail. They want to see you locked up. They don't want to see you happy.
So I knew this was going to be crazy, and I was wondering how Dre was going to take this, but our little friend is kind of telling her how the hate's going to come and why. You know, remember, she's the expert on everything.
absolutely.
For those of you who don't know her, Vanessa's the expert on everything: tactical police policies, biology,
nursing.
Absolutely not, because I do not feel like everybody pushing me into a corner is going to make me speak on personal matters that they have no business knowing.
Exactly.
Oh my
And you know
God.
what?
Are we going to get a double dose of ghetto?
Because I know that that is what my husband would want. And I opened up about things that I know
Hold
he
on.
wouldn't have.
Hold on real quick, honey. Hold on.
This kept happening over and over again. It's so freaking annoying.
He's being truthful too. It was absolutely annoying. They did try to pull Manny in on this for a minute, and he definitely did exit left. Definitely did. But I'm playing this specifically for, there's been a lot of questions about things that were said or where they came from. So I want you guys to see it for yourselves for once. And again, this full interview, everything is on Manny Behind the Mic's page.
Oh, is she
Dre's
reading your
in
comment?
the middle. Yeah, Dre's in the middle of saying something, and Vanessa has to attend to somebody who said something in the chat. She has
Of
to
course.
address. This is going to
course
keep
she does.
happening.
Okay.
Who are you? Hold on. Just who are you, Shayna Rush? Let me tell you what's not going to happen. Let me tell you what's not.
Why are you coming up here, boo?
Yeah, no. Let me tell y'all what's not going to happen. I don't care if y'all came from that YouTube channel and your asses are over here now. I don't care how many people you have started fights with on Facebook. You are not, I will tell you right now, you are not going to come here and talk BS about this woman right here. I have, without knowing her, I knew that what was happening to her was an injustice. And the bullshit that you all are bringing up, trying to pretend that this is a crusade of social justice, is not. You are masquerading your hate. You are masquerading your hate. I just hope that this video has done enough to make people realize, at least to stop the hemorrhaging of the hate.
It hasn't done anything. You haven't given her a freaking chance to talk.
Well,
if you missed this part of the interview too, like if you have not seen this, it's actually pretty interesting what Dre actually speaks on. And this is where initially some of her words were twisted. Now, meanwhile, I'm going to give context to this too. So you have Dre going live with Vanessa. Molly was also live, but we will get there in this and how it all crosses. Okay. Give me a minute. We're getting there. I know it seems like, okay, why are we stepping all the way back? There's a reason for my madness.
you know, if it involves a cop, it's an injustice, according to Vanessa.
And right now, there's no cops involved. I mean, she doesn't even know the whole story. She's acting like she's in white people business right now.
Yeah, because I think Andrea looks a little white. I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know if she's part Spanish or something. One of her parents is Spanish, but she speaks a little Spanish from what I understand.
That's what I hope for.
What is this?
And I respect you.
She did this with her nails. Or her
for
fingers.
not, I just brought up the main big things because every time I think I speak of something that is controversial, they always use about 5 or 6 different of their biggest, strongest points to get me to turn against something. And that's the reason that I attack those straight ahead. I'm sure there's other things that every single one of those folks.
Yeah,
And
let me go back to why I was laughing. I'll just play it there.
Still thinking,
Yeah, because
but I'm gonna let you come over here and you're gonna bully her. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. One thing that I want to say, because somebody is trying to say, Vanessa, they want you to go to their live. I guess be live on YouTube. This is what I have to say. Those people, I will never share a platform with hate.
So at this time, we'll get there. You'll catch it up here in a minute, B-Fergs. Just wait. This is where people get lost in the sauce with the Marvon story. So Vanessa interviewed Dre and was giving Dre a platform to talk because people had started accusing her of things on social media were blowing up. Vanessa's a very controversial character, very controversial. If you don't understand that whole history, there's a whole thing that's a whole nother episode that I don't even want to explain, rabbit hole. But meanwhile, Vanessa is right here. She's talking about Molly because Molly and them were live at the same time, which they get into. But just wait, this is what kicked off all of this. Not all of this, but a lot of misinformation got kicked off here. I mean, it was already brewing, but this really changed the course of things. Oh, yeah, she did not interview Dre. She did a live about Dre, and Dre jumped down to her panel. It was not an interview.
Somebody just messaged me that Molly Golightly is a well-known racist. I can tell the character of those people, every single one of those folks. And I will never go and share a platform with hate.
Man.
They're all wrong. They're all in.
So I was laughing at that for the obvious reason.
Yeah.
That one up there is the biggest actual documented racist.
Yes.
All you gotta do is watch, and you'll hear it today. You'll hear it in a little while.
Know that you're following through with his plan of care.
Yeah.
And that's what matters.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Nobody else's opinion. I don't.
She's bored already. That's the problem.
What only matters is my husband. That's it. Point blank. Period. And we're
So,
good over here.
You, if you ever want to reach out to me and just ask me something or whatever, go ahead and feel free to do so on this page or on my personal page. It doesn't matter. And when you can, I would appreciate it. If there's something that I may have said at the beginning of this, but I tried to be, I'm gonna be honest, I was gonna be very pro you. I let all sides known that I knew I was gonna be pro you and pro your husband. But if there's something
Wouldn't take a freaking genius to figure that
I
one
may
out.
have said or could have said differently, and you want me to take this video down, please let me know, and I will do so.
No, you're good. I'll have to go back to the beginning, but from the little bit that I have seen from you, because I had friends messaging me, telling me like, "Hey, there's someone sticking up for you." I'll just go back and rewatch. But from the little bit that I do know, you're not listening to the noise. You're listening to the facts. That's it. So we're good.
All right, I'm gonna give you a virtual hug. Virtual hug. Virtual hug. Virtual hug. And
all right, class. I'm reading this. I'm reading the chat for a moment. I understand you might not like certain people that are in this video. This is not the point. The creators are not the point of this video at this point in time. Can we please focus on facts? Not your dislike, not this person's this person did this. And I know, yes, they're probably all really problematic characters, but we got to start weeding through the sauce and try to blank it out. Open minds here. We are looking for certain details that have been spun and twisted, and we're about to get there, okay? Yeah, and I don't understand the close-up either. Like, you're free to have your opinion. Please state it as an opinion, though, not as fact. And if you are stating it as fact, please make sure that you email one of us with your receipt to show that what you're stating is fact. Thank you.
And Godspeed, positive vibes, prayers.
It's like I wanted to make a hand gesture a minute ago, but it'd be obscene, and I don't want to expose you guys to that.
Recovery.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's at home or
hand gesture
in
was
the
that?
hospital.
I'm gonna
I
make
can't
the
wait
hand
to see them
gesture.
because they put a smile
Little
on my
finger
face.
action, maybe. Oh,
And you know what? I have to give you kudos.
I'm
Not
sorry.
every parent
I'm sorry.
understands the dangers of not eating a plant-based diet, and they find it very difficult and challenging to make that a lifestyle in their children's lives.
you're
Are
gonna
you
see
gonna
the
see it?
true.
Audience.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. So that was the part one.
Oh,
That was the part one.
That's part one.
That was when she had Dre. She tried to do an interview, which was not really an interview. It was more of it was the Me Show with Vanessa.
Yeah, her making it all about me.
Somebody that could never recover from a booger being in their nose. Honey,
Well, it's
grow
in your
the
hair now.
up, for real. Grow the F up. I have dealt with it's mother effing me. It's
Mhm.
mother effing me. Mhm.
AirPod warning. I think this gets really loud. Yeah, this was a very weird interaction. I think they start yelling. There's a lot of voices. Bear with it.
Hmm. Are
Okay,
you
raccoon
another?
eyes.
Ooh, get out of here. I'm blocking you. Anybody else?
Yeah, you need
Brianna
to take the
Patino,
eyeliner down a
you
couple
were
of
the lady that
notches.
was saying, Dre, take it to your page. Shut up. I don't need your ass on here. Your ass can leave. You know that? Why you gotta say a white woman and make it about race? Because it is about race.
There we go.
Because of this. Watch.
There
Because
she
of
goes.
this. Brianna.
Doxing Vanessa
with two
style.
E's. I bet you think you're so cool because of that, right? I bet you think you're so cool because of that. Because it is about race. Because it is.
I don't
because
see
it
anything
is.
racist there.
Yeah, I don't know what she's talking about.
Well,
July 4th.
That's
White.
Molly. That's Molly.
Oh,
White.
Sit on my baby. I'm not saying
White.
anything that we haven't.
White.
SpongeBob, it looks
White.
like.
Because it is a
That's an interesting panel looking at that too. So you saw who was all on panel at this time. The one right there that I clicked on was an admin for the Justice for Vaughn groups, or a moderator, excuse me, who caused a shit ton of chaos.
about race.
Because they're gonna be in her supporters.
Because it is about race. And because the majority of the people that are coming after her are white. Look at her. Look at her fake empathy. Look.
Yeah, Molly is Puerto
Look at the
Rican.
sensationalism.
Right is on Vanessa.
Yes,
I've
I
been to Puerto
am.
Rico. Nice place.
Yes, I am.
Vanessa.
Molly is
And
just
what
as
about it?
Molly is just as white as you are, Vanessa. She's not white.
No,
Boricua.
Puerto Ricans
Oh, no,
are
you well.
Hispanic. Well, not Hispanic, but Spanish
Yeah.
of descent.
And guess what? Considered under race, we're considered, even us, we're considered white. Believe it or
Yeah,
not.
you told me that once before. Mexicans or brown people are considered white because you
Yep.
don't have a classification.
White lady thinks she is.
All right, Molly, you sip that wine. I'd join you, but I have a toddy.
Good, you heard it.
I enjoy a nice glass of wine every so often.
Don't act innocent, go lightly.
Oh, it's a strong word, baby.
Man, baby,
You want
you're
to
showing it.
Vanessa?
We got to get Molly on here.
This was kind of funny because Molly was
Okay, listening ears in class, listening ears. This gets really ugly. Yes, this is where it kicked off. This is where shit went south in the beginning. But this specific video has been used to gaslight Molly all along.
showing Vanessa's live, and Vanessa was talking back to her, but through each other's live. It was kind of funny. Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of had that one night.
You're showing it.
Sure.
You sure? You sure?
This is funny.
You sure?
I don't know how. Bring it.
I know. I'm bringing it, baby girl. I brought it. I brought it.
Come on over here.
I brought it. I brought it.
Okay.
It's been brought.
You gotta love someone.
It's been brought.
It's been brought.
It's my problem. No, it's not a problem. It's your problem, sweetheart.
No, it's your problem,
Your
sweetheart.
problem.
It's your problem, sweetheart. biting off your nails.
And there goes Vanessa
It's your problem,
resorting to
sweetheart.
the ghetto.
It's your problem. It's your problem.
Well, we do what we know.
There, and we're seeing all your messages in the house. We've seen all your messages in the house.
Mhm.
And yes, just for everybody in the comment section, these are grown-ass women fighting through screens and phones, screaming at each other. Screaming at each other. Just wait, Carly. Just wait.
Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me better? That sounds so much better. That sounds so much better.
Look at her. She wants to make fun of me. Oh, now she's covering her mouth.
We won't get into your Zen, sweetheart.
Oh, the fake empathy.
We don't need her. Just don't want to watch her murder her husband, mistreat her children. Is there something wrong with that? Who's
Wait, what was just said there? What was just said there? Do I need to rewind it? Oh, I think I do, because this has been twisted and turned by a special little YouTuber and told that I made this up and I edited this clip, that this was my clip, that I edited to make it sound like this. This is what they have had her thinking was I edited what she said. I will gladly rewind it.
Bring it.
I know. I'm bringing it, baby girl. I brought it. I brought it.
Come on over here.
I brought it. I brought it.
Okay.
It's been brought.
You gotta love someone.
It's been brought.
It's been brought.
It's my problem. No, it's not a problem. It's your problem, sweetheart.
No, it's your problem, sweetheart. It's your problem, sweetheart. Biting off your nails.
And there goes Vanessa
It's your problem,
resorting to
sweetheart.
the ghetto.
It's your problem. It's your problem.
Well, we do what we know.
There, and we're seeing all your messages in the house. We've seen all your messages in the house.
Mhm.
Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me better? That sounds so much better. That sounds so much better.
Look at her. She wants to make fun of me. Oh, now she's covering her mouth.
We won't get into your Zen, sweetheart.
Oh, the fake empathy.
We don't need her. Just don't want to watch her murder her husband, mistreat her children. Is there something wrong with that? Whose side are you on?
Not on yours, lady. Not on yours.
Let's go.
Look, we're going.
Wanna rock?
We're going now. Honey, you were eating your fingernails.
Don't mute yourself.
Well, nobody's muting me.
You got 388 people. Come on over here.
She didn't even realize that shit's like.
Just so that was loud and clear. Oh yeah, this video was deleted right away. This was deleted right away. But this was turned and twisted into nonsense. Did this video and edited her words to sound like that. That is exactly what has happened. You guys didn't see this? I'm shocked you guys didn't see this. Hold on, Kiki wants in. I'm shocked that most of you guys didn't know this happened. This was right, buddy. Come on. Okay. All right. Come on, sir. Oh, goodness gracious. Yes. Yep. So this kicked off right away. And this is when a lot of things started happening. Okay, let's watch a little bit more.
10 minutes ago.
She don't like that.
Look at her. She don't even realize that.
Unbelievable.
It's like 10 minutes
Trey
ago.
will go to prison. Oh, these people are bashing her. They're bashing her.
They're bashing her.
I,
They
lo-
should be bashing
I love
her.
the
Molly
accent.
sounds like she's from New York.
They could go to prison. All these people are bashing her.
Oh, they're bashing me. They're bashing me.
Oh yeah, totally Jersey, New York for sure.
Yeah.
Great. This is great. I love it.
Oh yeah, you want to know something? Listen, personal observation. Trey, you're shaking right now, and you should be on YouTube.
Look at her using
She's
scare
got-
tactics.
with this Lucia right here. Okay.
Oh, a sucia. But
All right?
you're not a
Let's
racist.
lie
A
together. And let me tell you
sucia. A
Susia is not racist. Susia just means this dirty woman.
And there's that. There's that. There's that. There's that. I don't know how I did that. But I've been meaning to play this for so long and show you guys this is where it came from. I'm not the only channel out here that has her words that she said in this story. Not even close. But there's something over here that we're missing. I'm not really sure what it is at this point in time. But I figured since they're so concerned, we would ask a few more questions. Maybe with some screen recordings of some things that were said. Yeah, it is Smiles. Ugh, Smiles. It is. It's still on his channel. Did they edit this out though? That's right. It is Justin's channel. I forgot that background. I told you Molly did not. You did not name anyone. Yeah, everybody's been telling her that, but she won't listen. It's fine. Yeah, why is she cleaning up shop? Molly, let's play some videos here right quick. Let's just play some videos because she seems to not like the walk down this alley. And by the way, she, I think, was really excited because I have a lot of screen recordings. Molly, that's not just you, honey. I'm sorry to break that to you. Let's see what this one is. Oh, hold on. Why don't we start here? Why don't we start here? This is the little creepo that's been telling Molly that I have. This was back September 15th is the date of this recording. Hold on. Let me get this off the screen. This is a screen recording from September 15th. Let's just hear for a second. But remember, please remember, Molly did not know who I was until like 24 hours ago.
Everyone now, including me. And I think that you're totally fair.
Well, I try and be biased in all of my streams or videos that I do.
We know you're biased.
It's just, at the end of the day, I've been through it myself. So it's like I've learned a lot for the last 2 years when I was on.
And by the way, we're not giving that little weirdo attention, but this is who's been amping and gaslighting Molly up about that video specifically in stating that I twisted Molly's words.
When I was on YouTube last, and I just stepped away and took a break and came back and started a whole new channel, started fresh. So yeah.
And he's been gaslighting the shit out of Molly the entire time. And Molly was sending him super chats.
Born on it.
Let me see here. Let me go back a minute. Let me go back a second. But that's the little weirdo that's been doing that. Oh, let's hear this. I think this is about uni.
So,
Data this just for reference because, you know, we're transparent over here. September 6th, 2022.
just a quick little video.
That's when the screen
for,
recording was done.
Renell, I was very impressed with your latest video of what you put together. So whomever is very good at editing, Uniball's statements in this questionable state in
his claims, and he sticks by his claims even though he came on my channel.
She is absolutely 100% speaking of Uni in this video. Conveniently, this video got deleted too.
That we, Justin and Letitia and I, are vested interest, and he is so convinced that we are scammers. What I would need from whoever can supply this is 3 separate videos. His videos are all up there. If you can edit 3 separate videos where he is claiming that I, Marissa Zadinsky, is a scammer, and that I am collecting solicited funds, and that I am involved in a scam. His face, his words, where he is telling the public to mass report my business, my channels, and my Patreon. I'm going to need that. A 6-minute video, if you can please edit that together. One for Justin as well. And if you can please do one for Letitia as well. We need 3 separate videos. Yes, of course, there will be something in it for you. That's what I ask of you. That's what I hope you can do for us. In the name of what I will do is I will provide this video to the courts in his county with this request, and I will need that, and I'll have that all put together. And I thank you very much. Please make sure that it is thorough, and your name and who it was edited by at the bottom, if you could place that for. And thank you, because I'll have to put it on an actual disc. Thank you so much. Make sure it's 3 separate videos. Thank you.
Oh, wait. That can't be Molly. That would not be Molly asking for information on somebody.
I'm just.
Oh, here comes the honker. Let's look and see. Let's see what else I have that she might be so concerned about. Is it because I can lay out the timeline and show that you guys have shown no proof of where all of this money has gone? I don't know. And again, please do me the favor and getting me in front of an investigation team and a judge. I'm hopeful that happens.
$80,000. No, she didn't even get $20,000. And then of that, she refunded $5,100. These people are trying to I'm just $40,000, $60,000, $80,000. No, she didn't even get $20,000. And then of that,
if you don't know whose voice that is, that's the honker known as Goose. She's a chicken shit and hides. She's been in hiding for quite some time. Ever since we showed proof that there was no refunds given, there's been no refunds given. They claim that there was $5,100 given. Again, to this date and time, there has been not a single refund that has been issued to a single person. And that's Dexter behind me. So, Angelina, it is just a Max Air. It's a disposable one. All right, let's listen to a little bit of this.
Funded $5,100, and then she paid her attorney $8,700 so far. And she's taken 2 trips to Arizona. The first one.
Marie, yes, I do. Are you talking the ones last night? I do.
When she wasn't able to see him because Dre wouldn't say where she was at. And then the second one, when her attorney finally talked with Dre's attorney and she had to sign it.
What attorney, Goose? What attorney? Because there's been nothing filed. There has been not a single thing filed in court. Yes, that is Goose. Oh, y'all in the membership stuff. Thank you so much, y'all. I can't even see it on this side of it. I got to figure out how to do it. I got to figure out how to do all of this stuff. We have no idea a lot of this stuff. And we are going to branch out from this one. We're going to be talking about the Jose part of the Summer Wells case. in a little bit. And then we are also going to back up and talk about the other cases that they've exploited. And we're going to go through and break them down a little bit because we've been stuck on this one story a little bit. Again, Marvan's story is what brought me here, not Molly. Please understand that that is not why I'm here. I am not a Molly clip channel, even though Molly's trying to convince everybody that's the case. I would appreciate if you go do the research yourself. Again, if you have questions and can't find something when you're doing your research, don't take our word for it. Please go do your research. There is a ton of information that's been out there for months. There's screenshots, there's entire chats, there's text messages, everything between Facebook and videos there. It's all out there. So please do your homework. If you need help finding stuff, ask, because people would rather give you the factual information than continue to let this bullshit go on.
NDA that would say, did you know that she had to sign an NDA?
So Goose is claiming that Letitia had to sign an NDA, just so we're clear.
She hadn't told anybody that, but she remembered today when I was talking to her, Dre's attorney made her sign an NDA to not tell anybody where Marvon was. That's why she couldn't even tell Marvon C.
And yes, there is years of history of Molly. I'm talking particular this Marvon story. In this case, there is a ton of shit. Like, we have unraveled bit by bit, and a lot of excessive information is out there. So you can find a ton of it. But past history, YouTube has so much. There are some amazing channels that I do trust that have factual stuff out there. If you need some of that information on how these people maneuver, please ask. They will direct you.
And Wynette.
I know. She denied.
These people don't realize, like, just how, I mean, I'm going to rage and go off on your panel, just so you know, because I'm that pissed off. And I'm probably going to start crying because these people don't realize she didn't make some crazy amount of money. Just because some people donated some larger amounts, that doesn't mean shit. You've got $50, $100 returned and paid to people who didn't even donate.
All right.
We haven't even gone through and added up all the people that scammed her. But you know what? We're going to go through that, and I'm going to get
all the people that scammed Letitia. They had gone through and claimed that they had written everything down, that they had all of these people who scammed Letitia. If that was the case, why has nothing been done? Why has the proof not been shown? Again, this is from September, but Goose started claiming all of this back in August.
copy of all of those, and I'm going to give them to whatever YouTubers want it. Because you want to call Letitia a scammer when she hasn't scammed anybody, you guys sure as fuck better out the people that actually did scam her. I mean, it's bullshit. You don't do something like this. So hey, I'll be right. I'll drop you a link.
All right, bye.
Dude. If someone scammed her, if someone scammed Letitia, why didn't they expose those people? Why didn't they expose those people? Can anybody answer that?
This is bad. This is really bad.
It is bad.
Been at the hospital since this morning, I think, and then she finally got a room. Yeah, it's Goose at 1 o'clock.
And the whole thing about Letitia getting Bell's palsy, of course, Letitia was under an insane amount of stress, but that wasn't just coming from over here. Let's be very truthful here, Molly. Very truthful, because I have text messages between you, Letitia, Wynette, all of them, and how Letitia knew that you were dragging this out back in the beginning of July, days after you got involved in the story. Letitia's own words have been posted on Facebook and on YouTube. Letitia knew Molly was milking it.
All the paperwork's there. And just remember that
all the
Dre
paperwork.
McCrae.
Where's the paperwork? Where's the paperwork? Because the shit you showed and flashed in front of the screen, Molly, doesn't have a case number. It was never filed. There is no seal. There is nothing to it. There is nothing filed in court still to this day. And where did the money go, Molly? You sit here and tote your horn. Toot, toot, I'm the best out here. I do so much for families. I'm amazing. But legit fundraisers, legit advocates for victims would never go about it this way. You had every opportunity to backtrack. Thank you, Pugs and Blah, for becoming members. Oh my gosh, thank you, whoever that was. I'm finally seeing him pop up a little bit. You had every opportunity to switch it around. Every opportunity and chance. I fucking messaged you and told you you were getting yourself in too deep, that there was a lot of things going on and things weren't making sense. Again, media had done an interview with Marvon Sr. from Arizona, legit media. An actual credentialed reporter did an interview with Marvon Sr. and it never aired because they couldn't continue with the story because there was not enough factual evidence. And when the reporter was trying to interview Miss Letitia declined media interviews. Make that make sense. They had been telling us all along that they needed to get this out in the media. It would only take this amount of time. You know, media would pick up on it. They'd be fighting over it. We heard that the other day. Why would legit media be turned down from an interview by Letitia?
So why not last week when I was at the airport?
Hey,
was
Julie.
I coming or going? Was I coming or?
She's becoming a Becky Clip channel too, which is kind of, you know, whatever. Teach their own. I'm not her type though. I'm not impressed. Oh, and by the way, they had like this bag off this morning, discussing who like carries the best designer freaking purse. I think mine's a DAKINE from one of the sporting goods stores. It's probably canvas, black and white. You know, just because I'm so much cooler because I carry a cool purse. I don't fucking care. You sure as hell don't have a brain you don't even carry a brain in that purse. So let's not talk.
Going. I think I was coming home.
Fucking purses.
And I sat on it. And I sat on it. I'm pretty sure I sat.
By the way, she didn't sit on shit. This was after her return from Chicago. She didn't sit on nothing. They did all of this for a show. During her trip to Chicago, which I call a staycation, she sat in her hotel room and milked this story for content. They brought Wynette and Marvon Sr. on during her trip at the end of August to Chicago and did a whole little skit. It was on Justin's panel. And Wynette comes up. They call Dre. But during that phone call, we learned that Dre had actually reached out to Wynette and Marvon Sr. previously when they were in Arizona to apologize to Wynette for the way she treated them at the hospital. I don't know exactly all of the apology, of course, what it was going to be, but we know she reached out to apologize. It was stated in text messages. Wynette stated that. They get her on the phone, or they get Wynette on whatever speakerphone, and they're broadcasting it. And Wynette goes, well, why don't I just call Dre right now? End of August. They were there in June. They had made their trip in June. The 18th of June, to be exact. They were already in Arizona and had seen him at that point in time. Dre had reached out. They declined to communicate with her at that point in time. So now, end of August, for content, they call up. They get Wynette and Marvon Sr. on there. They call Dre. It rings and rings and rings. You hear the voicemail pick up. It's Roz's voice, so we know for sure that that's what was going on. But then Wynette informs us that Dre had reached out and she opted not to return her apology. And then they were saying, well, she won't pick up the phone. Poor us. She won't talk to us. What? And then all of a sudden, when she gets back from Chicago, magically there's paperwork that's been filed
On it. That she,
Sally, thank you. That's exactly what she apologized
her
for.
Bell's palsy got worse.
Yeah. And the girls in the comment section, like a lot of the girls that have been here, they will tell you the facts. Like if you have questions, please feel free to ask. This is an open conversation, open dialogue. You can have differing opinions. We appreciate that. But if you don't understand the story and the actual facts of it, please ask. Be respectful, but please also understand that this is just the way it is. There's no twisting, turning of anything. This is what it is.
It's from the stress. I had it.
I tried to tell you guys.
Nunya dropped a video of the fake court filings that she posted. Nunya, please drop your link so they can go sub up and see what you were
Weeks
dropping.
ago. Do you guys remember when I said something happened to Letitia? I can't tell you what it is. Do you guys remember that? And I said, it's bad. It's bad. I can't tell you what it is, but it's bad. Do you guys remember that? I said,
yeah, we
I know
remember
how she feels. I know how she feels.
Yeah, we remember.
Do you guys remember that?
Yes. Yes. Get
but
to
I
it.
couldn't tell you what it was.
Because it wasn't anything.
Because one of my Patreons, Tony, said,
by the way, Tony was one of the main admins for the Justice for Vaughn and Exposing Dre McCrae groups. It has been said that I also doxed a bunch of people. That is not factual. They came to Facebook using their names. This is another example of that, just so we are clear.
I'm not going to call her a Patreon. I'm going to call her my friend. Do you want to know something? Because all my Patreons, they become my...
I don't think so. I think these ones, sorry, y'all, they're asking me comments about this. They have ice flavors too. In fact, I have one somewhere around here. I just don't know where it's at. It's an ice flavor, and that's the menthol ones.
Fucking friends. So I'm not even going to just say Patreon.
They come with it.
There she is. Okay. Well, Goose is fucking pissed off.
Goose is nothing but hot air and full of lies. She lies and lies and lies and lies and lies and lies and lies. Goose hangs out with ICU, and they're both pieces of shit who lie. And that's my opinion based on their behavior. This is the ice brand of them.
I'm Goose. I know you're
pissed
off, and you have every reason.
I'm pissed off because I'm hurt for Letitia. I'm mad that all these people accuse her of stuff, and then she's having to work double shifts because she didn't get the amount of money that people think she got. They think because she got some, bigger donations and stuff like that, that she made, like, people saying that she made, I think she made 30,000. I think she made 40,000. I think she made 60,000. I think she made 80,000. She didn't. She didn't even make $20,000.
By the way, that's not sped up. That's not sped up. That's just how she came on talking and hyperventilating. But yet, still no proof of anything that they claimed.
And she paid over $5,100 back in donations, in refunds to Katie and then to fucking scammers. And I'm pissed. I'm going to get every...
So she refunded $5,100. Autistic Shill, get out. Get out. I've been watching you and your absolute insanity, and I am not about that life. Goodbye. I have let you hang out for months causing problems, and not today. Not today. You think she believed herself? I don't know. I don't care. It shows if she did believe this story at the point in time, she has had enough opportunity and time now to come out and provide facts and say, nope, this isn't. These people being silent says a lot about who they are.
Single copy of every single person that scammed her. And I hope that all the people that accused her of scamming will have the fucking balls and courage to show the ones who actually scammed Letitia. Because she had no idea that she was getting a request for payment, not a request for a refund. And she was literally paying them. At the end of July, she had a negative amount in her freaking Cash App because she had actually...
At the end of July, she had a negative amount in her Cash App. How is that possible? When she had almost $5,000 sitting in GoFundMe, and by the 15th of July, we know they had raised $14,000. We know that for a fact. And that's by the 15th. And they were raising up to $1,600, $1,900 was the amounts that Letitia was telling the admins of the Justice for Vaughn group a night when Molly would promote this. I don't know how much she was raising when Katie was doing it. There was money going to GoFundMe, Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, Venmo. We have no idea the amounts. That will be the first and foremost thing that everybody should know. We don't know how much was actually raised. But these fools from YouTube got involved on July 6th. July 6th. By the 15th, they had $14,000 and they continued to raise how much money for how long? Think about that for a minute. And then they claim that there is multiple attorneys and that all this paperwork has been filed, but you can search yourself, and please do. In fact, in some of my videos, the links directly for you to search the court paperwork, it's public record. You can go search and see. Nothing has ever been filed. There was never at this point in time a retainer paid for an attorney.
Paid out more than she brought in. But you know what? Uni Rock, you don't want to believe me? Go ahead. Nonsense, you don't want to believe me? Go ahead. KJ, you...
By the way, this was September 6th. Molly just claimed last night. Again, just for reference, I took that screen recording on September 6th, and you just heard her mention, Uni, if you don't want to believe me, go ahead. Nonsense, if you don't want to believe me, go ahead. Molly, I'm calling you out once again. You're a fucking liar. You are nothing but a goddamn liar. You knew exactly who I was. You know exactly what the questions have been all along. You chose not to address them. You chose to continue to lie because it benefited you. Nobody said that the money was all going to you, but you touted yourself as the one that was raising all the money and you were doing such a great job for the family while everybody else was attacking the family. Bitch, sit the fuck down. Good. Good. Then let's have your husband listen to exactly what has gone on.
You don't want to believe me? Go ahead. But you're going to feel when it comes to court, because this is bullshit. In our country, you're innocent until proven guilty. You can't just accuse somebody of doing something wrong.
Pull up a chair.
You're not getting the information you want as a
Oh, wait,
fucking
that's where your
YouTuber.
ass is always.
And you know what? Everybody who knows me on YouTube knows that it takes a lot for me to get pissed. But when Leticia is literally going through stuff at home, she's having to wear double masks on her face and a fucking headband because her Bell's palsy is scary. She doesn't want to scare her clients.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is serious. You guys are seriously fucking with somebody's life right now. I don't even understand how people can be so cruel, how somebody can accuse somebody. It's like you act like you're a judge or something.
And what did you do to Dre? Did you happen to send somebody over to take video outside her house and brag about it in a post, Molly? Did you show Adrian that? That's on Facebook. Just a quick question. Did you happen to tell him that we tried to get you to stop promoting this right in the beginning because there was things that weren't making sense and that people were being lied to? Did you also inform him that Marvon, the person that this story is about, you know, because this is why I ended up on YouTube was Marvon's story, that not a single cent that was raised went to Marvon or his family? Did you tell Adrian that you guys bragged about 6,700 CPS calls being made on Dre? That was from Hershey PD. That was your own words. And again, in another video, you can watch that. What else did you not tell him? You heard the video I just played a little while ago. I didn't twist your words. You said your words yourself. I didn't edit them. I didn't twist them. But let's continue to let you guys shine bright.
You're a fucking YouTuber. You're not entitled to any information. If somebody wants to file a police report, file a police report.
Exactly.
But in the end, you're going to look fucking stupid. If somebody had come to Leticia and been nice and not accusatory in the beginning, she probably would have been like, hey, here you go. Here's this, everything. But people accused her over nothing.
Molly will not get a link over here right now because I already told Molly that if she wants to have a live, I will write out questions for her that she can go over beforehand and we can schedule a live where she will answer the questions. But I'm not bringing her up here to scream and holler because Molly's looking for content. And right now, this is Molly's own words. We don't need to hear her try to gaslight everybody because this is what she's already put out here.
It's not like it's...
Unlike her, we're not going to do the distraction thing. So we're going to continue on listening to her words.
Some simple task for her to go back and look at she took a screenshot of every single donation, every single payment, every single refund. She's literally paid her attorney $8,700 so far. So for all you people who think she doesn't have an attorney, fuck you. She does have an attorney.
Does she have one or two? Because there's videos out here of her claiming that she's got two, that you guys are saying that she has two attorneys, that all of this stuff has been filed. And again, there's been no paperwork filed whatsoever in any court system on behalf of Marvaughn. This was stated as the Justice for Vaughn Fund. Nobody has claimed that Molly was the one initially that asked for funds. In fact, we know who asked for them. It was Letitia, the adoptive grandmother, the great grandmother. Walter, are you still here? Did you ask Molly? Did Molly tell you that Marvaughn was adopted and not even raised by Letitia Bias? And that his great grandmother, his adoptive mother, is still alive? Did she tell you that? Did she tell you that they had never even met their own grandson? That's how much they are disconnected from Marvaughn. But yet they were entitled to exploit Marvaughn's tragedy for financial gain. They made one trip to Arizona, no court filings whatsoever. We know for a fact from Letitia's own statements that she had $14,000 by the 15th of July. I mean, we can do this all day long. There's nothing I'm afraid of.
She paid a $4,000 retainer.
I would love to get in front of a judge and show them all of this. This has never been about Molly. In fact, everybody tried to tell Molly, stop, this is not going well. Even Molly's supporters were starting to get bad feelings about things. She had an opportunity. She continued on. This was never about a creator thing. They took a tragedy and exploited the fuck out of it.
At first, then she paid like it was either $2,800 or $2,900, and then she paid a second payment of either $1,800 or $1,900.
Hold on, I'm going to back that up so you can get the numbers, Walter.
Screenshot. I probably would have been like, "Hey, here you go."
I'm sure Goose will gladly provide all of these receipts for you, so you know too what the problem is, since they have receipts.
There's this, everything, but people accused her over nothing. It's not like it's some simple task for her to go back and look at she took a screenshot of every single donation, every single payment.
So if she's got screenshots of every single donation and every single payment, then it is easy to provide written proof of how much was raised, where the funds went, to all of the people that you guys manipulated into believing a story that was created.
Every single refund. She's literally paid her attorney $8,700 so far. So for all you people who think she doesn't have an attorney, fuck you. She does have an attorney. She paid a $4,000 retainer at first. Then she paid it was either $2,800 or $2,900, and then she paid a second payment of either $1,800 or $1,900. And you guys all think because you're not entitled to her information. I mean, shit, her attorney gets doxxed and people think, she could be working pro bono. Really?
Nobody said that. Nobody said that.
Between 20 and 30 people called her attorney. And you know who got billed for that? Letitia.
So listen here. Listen up, Molly.
Between 20 and 30 people called her attorney. And you know who got billed for that? Letitia. Every fucking time one of you people called and talked to her attorney, Letitia got billed. She's paying $350 an hour. Is this enough for you guys? She didn't make $20,000.
Who's she sitting next to?
And then you know what? Subtract $8,700. Subtract 2 trips. Yes, 2 fucking trips. The first trip, she couldn't see him. She had no idea where he was. So she went home. The second.
Hold on. Let's go back to that a second. We know there's been one trip. One trip.
2 fucking trips. And all the donations. And then you know what? Subtract $8,700. Subtract 2 trips. Yes, 2 fucking trips. The first trip, she couldn't see him. She had no idea where he was. So she went home. The second trip was because her attorney talked with Dre's attorney.
If she didn't know where he was, then how was she able to provide that information to you YouTubers as soon as you got involved for you to post and put in the Facebook group? How is that possible if she didn't know where he was? Why was she the one, Letitia, that put it out? Can you explain that to me? Because we have screenshots of that too. And why did they get the police report on the 24th of June? And then they held on to it, acted like they didn't know what happened to their son the entire time. Remember, biological son, they didn't raise him. They acted like they didn't know until big YouTubers got involved. And magically, here comes the police report for these YouTubers to release from the biologic family who acts like they give a fuck about this man. They probably do. But tell me that's not coincidental. All right. Let's continue on. I mean, I can do this all fucking day.
You know what?
The
She had
facts,
to sign the NDA.
you know why I can recite this time and time again? Because nothing has changed for 5 fucking months. You have had 5 months to answer these questions and get away from this. Tell the truth. Take accountability that you made a huge fucking error, but you won't do it. Nobody has any proof of where any of this money went. But we have proof that you were getting super chats that were supposed to go to Letitia. We have proof that you were being sent money to forward to the family. Again, you put yourself in the middle of it. You pulled up a chair and sat at that table and sat there and did not get up from it. That's not my fault. That's a you problem.
Even tell Wynette and Marvon Sr. where he was.
It's true.
You guys think this is a fucking game because you're used to being assholes on YouTube. This is somebody's real life. Real.
By the way, I would also like to see proof and receipts that Letitia was harassed endlessly. Because, again, you have claimed that that was done with zero proof that this has happened. I have spoke to Letitia myself. And again, we never had negative words. It was fine. That is out there. So where's all this harassment that caused Letitia to?
Like, she is now back in the hospital for the second time. The second time.
Think about what happened to Dre. Again, you don't even have to like Dre to understand that what happened here when they're claiming that 6,700 calls, again, probably inflated by Molly herself because she's where that number came from. You saw that the other day from her own words. But it's not cool. And again, Molly, since you're here, I never claimed that you called anybody. Listen, it would be a really good thing for you to try to do.
I hope this is like hurting somebody's heart just a little bit.
I hope it's hurting your guys'
I
heart.
don't even know this woman and my heart hurts for her. I stayed up all night last night because I had this awful feeling. And then I get a text message from her. Hey Goose, how are you doing? I'm not doing very well. I have never gotten a message like that from Letitia. And so I called her immediately and she's sitting in the ER waiting to go into the, waiting to get called back by the nurse. She'd been there for 3 hours, sitting there by herself. Why? Because a bunch of fucking people on YouTube decided to go into her life and stress her out. Nobody decided to try to be peaceful or calm or say, hey, by the way, do you think maybe we could get this? No.
Thank you guys so much. I see him coming in. Thank you very much, Clan of Cave Bear. But please don't do that. Like, I that's not why we're here at all. This is a tragedy and it needs to be dealt with. They exploited the shit out of this man's tragedy. And meanwhile, they just think we all should shut up and move on. And nobody should be asking questions. Nobody should be talking about it because they've moved on. They're trying to move on to another story. So because we're still asking questions, it's became cyber stalking, harassment, all of these other things that they like to term it, which it's not. It's asking for the truth. It's asking for transparency. It's showing that something was wrong all along. They knew it. And Spanky was in this all along too, right along with them. Thank you, Clan.
So for the people that are just coming in, I'm mad because Letitia is in the hospital right now. That's why I'm mad. Because we kept trying to tell people, like, you know, just stop. We're giving you information. and people just weren't getting it.
People are sending me.
Did you tell your husband that you said, hold the fuck on? Hold on. I don't talk about it again. I'll show your husband. Since you brought him to the table without his knowledge, I'm sure, we'll just get to the facts.
Can I show or tell? I mean, I can't show. I don't have it.
This is from...
It was on YouTube for a while, and when they took it down, the
November.
producer struck it, ripped it the fuck down.
And again, this is all under fair use.
But the producers...
This might not be the right clip, but just wait.
Zoomed in and ripped it down. Are you on Flavor Good now?
Oh, this isn't the right one.
I don't want anything to do with her. No. I don't want anything to do with people that fucking set up Letitia Bias. There's more to that shit.
Who did you accuse of
There's
setting
more
her
to
up?
that shit. They fucking gave her money to try to set it up and look like she was a fucking thief. No, I don't forgive any of those fucking people.
How did we set her up and give her money? None of us gave her money.
Can I show or tell? I mean, I can't show. I don't have.
Hold on, let me find the right clip.
One of these people paid some fucking bullshit company in this is one of Katie's camp, or one of those nonsensical bullshit people.
Didn't know who I was though,
They
right,
paid
bitch?
a fucking this is the truth, right? They paid a website in Nigeria to make up that news article. One day it was there, and then it came back as a hoax, right? And what they did is they had it pinned to the state of Pennsylvania as if it was me. Like I put it out.
You know what's funny is you watched clips or somebody told you of this story and only provided you small details of what was actually said that you said, but okay, go on with your bad self.
Yeah, they did it to make me, right? They made it look as if.
And you dumbass, the article wasn't out of Nigeria. The actual site is from South Africa. I misspoke and corrected myself, but we knew you were watching my content right there. I mean, you obviously had been all along because you mentioned me in numerous videos, which here nor there, that's your denial. You've got to live with it, so on and so forth. But a whole lot of spinning stories here because first of all, you claimed that we paid for a newspaper article out of Nigeria. I would love to see proof of that being possible. You guys announced that this man passed away based on a supposed post that you claimed was in Dre's supporter group that one of your Patreons sent you. So without confirming the information, you went live and announced it without the family even knowing that this man had passed away based on a Patreon's words to you because there was a post in her group. Conveniently, there was no said post ever in the group. Conveniently, however, Penelope had joined the group that very day. Screenshots of that are provided on Facebook. Conveniently, you again ran with this story the entire time you guys were in Georgia and twisted and turned it for FaceTime with Marvon and Wynette, and everybody was up in air because nobody knew what was going on with Marvon. You guys pinned that comment that came through with a super sticker with that SNBC. Never fact checked it, never nothing, and ran with it. But where are the problems? We're the problems over here. All right, cool.
Can I show or tell? I mean, I can't.
Hold on, let me get to the good one though, because this one's really important. Especially if you're so big and bad with all these attorneys, I think you might want to make sure you get the right one.
Not only that, one of these people paid some fucking.
So we know that's not true.
This is one of Katie's bullshit people.
One of Katie's people, which of course I'm not.
As if it was me.
Nobody tried to set you up. There's a really good section in here where she talks about what Dre's going to do to her children. We do not have any confirmation at this point in time that, yes, and Justin has used the same website, the SNBC 13, as another source for something with the Idaho 4 case as of recently too, that is posted on the clip channel. So
Corral, fucking die.
oh, she's making fun of the Golden Corral.
If you
I
want
love
to
the
kill me,
Golden Corral.
bring me to the Golden Corral, because I will die.
That's why she's, I mean, she doesn't know who I am though. But just wait, there's a clip in here that she speaks about what Dre is going to do to her children. And that's the one I'm really interested in. This is also when she claimed that she was going to visit. Well, that's a whole different day story for that one. But hold on. There's a lot of clips because she talks a lot.
Oh my God.
That's just
Her head was hurting. Hold
People
on.
that fucking set up Latifah.
Hold on.
Right?
We got to get.
Right?
Right?
Jackson. Why not? No. That I would never do something like that. Pin it all on me. They're still pinning it on me. I think Letitia
Thank you,
and
Nanya.
Mr. Marvon Jackson. Why not? No. That I would never do something like that.
Is that why they're not talking to you anymore? Is that why Letitia will not talk to you anymore, Molly? Is because they know you would never do something like that? I'm just asking for a friend.
I used to have this whole quote, you know what you call defendants who don't testify at trial.
Cluster headaches.
Inmates.
It's terrible.
Was convicted on
What they did to Miss Letitia, this is the thing.
Oh, Walter, by the way, since your wife is really, really good at threatening people's incomes, why don't you ask her what happened to Dre's income when they started twisting and turning and calling her all of these things? Why don't you ask her what happened to Dre's income and that she had a major hand in? And then why don't you also ask her that when they did dox me and they were so excited and she was live all through the night about it, talking about it, why don't you ask her about posting my husband's business and encouraging stuff there? Why don't you ask her those questions? Just for shits and giggles. I mean, I would love to hear her answer too.
This one thing I will say is you have to understand something.
the only way is this stage.
And this actually gets lost in the weeds. Do you know why Dre McCray hates Miss Letitia so much? I'll tell you. Dre hates Miss Letitia because Miss Letitia always hated Dre. That is the fact. That's why she goes so hard on him. Because everybody
turns himself in. He appeared exactly like the composite sketch. We have him with no.
Of course I didn't do that. I don't need contact that bad. Wow.
It was not a cheerful day for prosecution.
I couldn't believe it really.
Sorry, she's got her TV blasting and
I personally
chewing.
do not believe he's alive.
Provide the answer.
It doesn't matter what I think. I don't think that he should be brought back alive if he flatlines. I think he should be let go. If he's brain dead, then he's being used for his military benefits.
Kate was awakened by someone banging on her.
Don't you guys agree with me? I think it's beyond cruel if he's being kept alive, right?
Just so we're clear, it's her.
For someone
Ride these over. Kay refused to let Wilson inside.
for someone to just come out and say, "Oh, Dre came out and said that."
And the Delaware State Police did respond, but didn't see anything.
He said something that she said something in her fan club.
Without any further investigation.
I was wondering why none of her fans came out and spun. One of them did. A young, beautiful girl showed me her.
This is after they had announced that he had passed and done content on it for days.
She was awakened again by a noise
Next to Dre's picture that she was an active member. He said she hasn't updated anything since like months and months ago.
grabbed her by the arm,
And I felt it.
lifted her throat and told her to follow his orders.
I felt it. I felt responsible to tell everybody that I'm sorry that I reported that. But these little trolls that want to hurt Letitia so bad, they wanted me to tell you all that, and I take responsibility for giving you guys.
Why would we want that? Can you make that make sense, Molly? Why would any of us want you to falsely announce the death of a Marine veteran who unfortunately is in a coma because he tried to unalive himself? Make it fucking make sense.
This information. The same mobile home car. But that's the thing. Dre's ultimate goal is to hurt Letitia. So now she's putting on this spinning merry-go-round, right? 95 miles an hour. And now the cops are involved.
When the man left the house, Kay's son.
The cops are involved, according to Molly. Thank you, Just Natalie.
Dre's not picking up the phone for no one. And this is all her fault.
It's all her fault.
This is what she chose to do.
It's her
what
family.
What she's doing is horrible. She's going to wind up paying. And I'm telling you, I'm putting these videos out for a fucking reason. She is so fucking guilty. And she's doing it all to herself. Not me. Not Justin. No one else. You can't blame anyone else. She did it to herself. And I hope she's watching. She's got no one to blame but her fucking self. She's putting out video.
Touche, bitch. You got nobody to blame for all of this but yourself.
How much they went in love. Look at the videos that I put out.
Just wait, it gets worse.
Look at the recent video that I just put out. Why does she feel that she needs to...
By the way, if you don't understand what she's talking about, the video she had just done before this, yeah, it's forensic files in her background. The video she had been putting out before this came from a channel called The Missing Puzzle Pieces, which was putting out clips of, I can't even talk, Dre and Vaughn from their words, their videos, their clips. So she claims that she had just stumbled across that page. So at this point in time, when she came back from Georgia, she started taking content from The Missing Puzzle Pieces and started twisting it and putting her own spin on it and trying to, once again, amp up the story.
Double down on how much he loved her. When I'm saying bitch, how do you think that you need to...
Kay survived.
How do you think that you need to convince us that he loved you so much?
None of our business.
Because you're trying way too hard.
Same thing you do.
He loved you so much. He loved you so much that he went outside.
Listen up,
and
y'all.
hung himself. Sorry. You lose.
Sick bitch.
You lose. Letitia's not guilty of anything. Fine.
Just wait, it gets worse. Just wait. This one's a good one.
She doesn't care about Raza. You think she cares about that boy?
Pay attention. Miss, I don't talk about anybody's children. They all talk about me. Everything's about me. Somehow the Marvon story became the Molly story. No. That will never be a fucking thing, Molly. Listen to her words.
About is what she's gonna get. That's what she cares about. She's gonna get and trying to get these people off her ass on YouTube. I'm not dipping into anything. I don't even have sauce.
She's stuffing her face per usual. But just wait, she says something else that you guys need to catch. Since she wants to deny her words.
She's trying so hard for all of us to believe that she didn't force this diet on him. Why is she worried about the fucking diet?
Why are you worried about what diet they're on? Why are you concerned about what she puts in her body? Why do you care about the Special K stuff when your co-host sells it all along? But you sat here and drug her for how long over at Molly?
Like I said.
I'm gonna blame things on Dre now. Oh my God, can she twist this shit anymore?
Why is she so scared of this diet? Why is she so scared of the things that we're saying on YouTube? Makes you wonder, right? Weird shit, huh? Weird. I'm sitting over here in front of my computer thinking, responding to these videos saying, bitch, wait. You got a lot more problems than worrying about what I have to say about your stupid videos from fucking 3 years ago.
Touche.
I'm the least of your fucking problems. You got 3 kids on your back. We saw the email that you put and sent out to your ex-husband about your money.
Tell us, Molly. Tell us.
Yeah, she thinks she's smart. I know what I saw.
Tell us what you saw. Old wise one. Old wise Al. With your chinny chin chin looking like Tito Ortiz ass.
She knows that we know, yeah. Fuck the diet. He loved you so much that he woke up. He's got into another misunderstanding. The rope was down here, laying right there. Right? What did she say? Oh my God.
Just so you know.
She was like,
Poor Tito
you
Ortiz.
stupid fucking dumbass.
There's a side-by-side of her with Tito Ortiz. If you haven't seen it, it's funny as hell. It's Kyle's fault.
I make more than you do, you stupid asshole. And
All about
then
that money.
all of a sudden, she ended up having to pay for him getting to lessen his child support. So it backfired on her. She thinks she's smart, but she's really a fucking idiot. She lost a lot of support by acting like a pompous asshole. The same as that girl, KJ. Do you know how many subscribers, Patreons?
Tell us.
I made a lot of money off of assholes like KJ and Dre McGrain.
Oh, no.
People that treated their supporters like assholes.
You made a lot of money?
They didn't show them any value.
Whoa.
Didn't embrace them.
No.
Didn't appreciate them.
Tell us.
She yelled at them. Listen,
Oh
I
my
get snappy
God.
with some of my Patreons. That's just because I can't fucking control myself. But
That's
I
your
love
problem.
them, but you gotta see these assholes.
See him. Let's see him. Or what are we supposed to do? Like circus acts?
KJ's, she's gonna be in jail. I'm telling you. I see her in jail. A couple of years, she's gonna actually really be in jail. I can see it, and that vision of her won't go away.
She predicts the future. Could be. Shit can happen. Who knows?
And now with these new videos that Dre is putting out, people are not buying her bullshit. They know she's behind them. And I feel really bad for those girls, and I feel really bad for Raza. I feel bad for those kids that have to live with her. The ex-husband told me those girls are so scared of her that they will say anything to CPS. They will say anything.
These are some pretty strong statements.
And the fact that
Remy, I do.
Dre McCray is putting out videos saying that the teenage girls are excited about starting businesses. You know
Those
what?
were-
Why don't you let them be kids? You got them going out at night. These children get no exercises. You basically have them serving you.
Trigger warning, what she's about to say is very, very bad. She's making notes too.
They're all there to serve you.
Maybe
In my
she's got a
opinion,
docket.
that's horrible. These kids should be in school. They should have access to other kids their age.
That's her again, not me making
They shouldn't
noise.
be thinking about ways to make money that
Beef
young.
hurts me too. Shouldn't be
homeschooled.
Shouldn't be thinking about ways to make money when they're that young.
Really? Dre University? I feel terrible for those children. That melts my heart. She walks by and they jump. That's scary. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we found out that she stabbed all of those children.
Do what? Hold on. Reverse. Comment section. Did you hear that? Do you guys need me to replay that? Walter. Walter. Where's fucking Waldo? All right. Ready? Just put your listening ears on.
That melts my heart.
Her words.
She walks by and they jump. That's scary. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we found out that she stabbed all of those children.
Hold on. Somebody just called.
For God, forgive me for putting that out, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Tell me again. Oh, who's spamming me? Oh, did I hurt somebody's feelings? Why are you calling me back to back now and muting my
I don't
phone?
see anybody doing anything about it.
Maybe it's somebody I know. Oh, they called me 3 times now. Well, that's fucking weird. Interesting. 130, 130, 130. Oh, it's okay. We can still continue. No problems here.
What man is ever going to want to be with her?
I don't know who's calling me.
Knowing everything that's going on. No one.
Spam, it's what it says.
Think about that. Exactly, Mary. That's a horrible, but I've thought about that too.
Might be a bill collector. I'm just joking. It could be though. I don't know who it is.
Absolutely. A lot of people have thought it, I'm sure. But you never want your mind to go there.
A lot of people thought it.
Never
You
want
just
your mind to go there. And nobody's listening.
all right. Hold on. Let's find something else that we could play for you. Let's find something else that you said.
I have her blocked, and I blocked her maybe 2 days before all of this happened.
This is another one. I'm not sure.
Blondie.
Not sure which one this is.
She was hurt by it. It had to be. End of story. Yeah, a lot of people don't like getting rejected by me. It's really fucking strange. It's like
Oh, people don't like being rejected by her.
Hans and some my bills. Well, actually, you do.
I'll Google it
don't pay
after
my
a while.
bills.
It might be. I don't know what
Actually,
it is.
some of you do. Some people are pissed off all the time. They should go for a run.
I don't care about phone calls. I don't care any of it.
Street.
Oh, this is when she was in Key West. Oh, that was a rough weekend. Let's see here. What else do you want me to play, Molly?
A lot of ways of being perfect. Well, that's the thing. The Hershey police spoke to me about this recently, but
What they
they're
speak to you
very
about?
aware of I have like an extra layer of protection because they've gotten so many calls, and you know they are aware of this channel. I've had people call certain places, and I've had this one lady from another state who's a massive stage 1 clinger. I've actually done 2 reports on that bitch, and you would think after almost 2018, she's still going. No.
Brian, according to her, she was just in here and he was sitting next to her. So that's why I'm addressing him by name, because she brought him into this. And that's why he's being addressed. But thank you for stopping by.
Guess what, sweetheart?
I mean, we can just continue to go and go and go. I mean, we could back it up even further, I guess. We can.
Cut it out.
Oh,
Just
wait.
cut it out.
This is the night she announced that he passed away.
Just cut it out. Just, dude, she's like, I'm not here for the baby and I'm not here for the family either.
Brian, if you are trying to follow along of why I'm addressing Walter or Adrian or whatever, she actually made a post yesterday in her Patreon asking her Patreon to send me her information so she could pass it on to her husband. I responded and tagged her in a post and said, if there's anything you would like to know about my personal information, go ahead and Walter, you know, he can go ahead and reach out to me. I've told her that many times. Anyways, but now she's like, oh, she's trying to get my attention, all this stuff. So she brought her happy ass in here with Walter and brought him to the table. So I'm just addressing questions that he might have, that he probably wants to know before he like jumps into this. He probably wants to see that there is like a lot of things that we need to go through. But
okay, I'm like, dude, don't ever have kids ever, please. Holy shit.
Ran down her mom's leg. I will tell you that right now.
Jesus
You're welcome.
Christ.
Thanks for asking.
Please call Wynette. Can you please call Wynette again?
I did already.
She's calling me again. She can knock me off.
No, that's
oh wait, that's from November when they were in Arizona or in Georgia.
It was Wynette. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have heard, but apparently Dre McCray posted in her Slay with Dre McCray group that Marvon McCray has passed away. I don't know the details of this.
Doesn't know the details, but announced it.
She claims.
So she can't talk.
Yeah, please don't call my phone yet, because she'll make. Yeah, so yes, that's what, according to Dre McCray and her fans, that's what she's saying, that he passed away. So if that is so, my heart goes out to Miss Letitia, her children, the family that loves him, Miss Wynette, Mr. Marvon Sr., all of his friends, and all of the men who cared about him. And I'm sure he'll be cremated immediately if this is true.
Molly, this is for you, bitch.
I don't know if this
It's
is
crooked, just like you.
100% true.
Oh,
All I'm
Fupa
saying
cam?
is
Okay.
that I don't have a screenshot of this
Fupa cam.
because I'm not a fan of hers. Please stop fighting. Enough.
There's
Please
a Fupa
stop
cam for
fighting.
you. Go away. This is what you did. This is what you did to this family. You want to talk about the facts, Molly? You want to talk about harassment? You want to talk about cyber stalking? Let's talk about the post you made bragging about sending somebody to videotape outside Dre's house. Let's talk about the post that you put up where you guys sat there and bragged about CPS. Let's talk about all of that. I have no interest in you beyond this story and the exploitation that you continue to do in all of the stories like this. That's the only reason why you're getting any of my attention. You actually bore me because you're not very intellectual. You would be impossible to have a conversation with because you gaslight anything to try and twist things around. This is where we're at, and it's because of your behavior, not anybody else's. This is a reflection of you. Again, you haven't been accused of a lot of things you're saying you have been, and you're running with all of this stuff. But you don't want to talk about the facts of how we've gotten here. Can we get to the facts? Yeah. Whole hoax. Absolutely. She did. She showed a video over the fence. Somebody went and videotaped over the fence. She actually did it numerous times. And then after this Georgia trip, in fact, hold on. Let me see if I have it right here. I might have it in the other section, but. Oh, this is when they were down there too.
Oh my God.
Oh.
That'd be like me, hey, can I have a GoFundMe to make my tits smaller?
Oh.
Sam!
Oh, no, you did not do that, did you?
Hey, they're already seeing the goodness.
You know.
Look at him. He's got.
Sorry. This is why we all need a class action lawsuit for vision loss. You're welcome. You can't make this up, y'all.
Hey, look at him. He's getting. Oh, look at him. Looking all sharp.
Hold on.
Call Wynette.
That's when she was talking about this story.
And when she talked to DCS.
Oh, I would love.
Meet Miss Wynette today.
I would love the opportunity to sit with an investigative team on this or a judge. I would give anything. You will be doing me a favor by doing that. Abso-fucking-lutely, please do it.
She came out to the protest. She got to meet Bullhorn Betty and Mallory. ICU. We all got to meet her. And Little Miss Sassy.
Sorry, I forgot what clip it was.
And we found out hours later.
You're all going to sue me now?
Dre McCray went into her Slay group and announced that Marvon passed away.
Wait, what? She stated that as a fact, not allegedly. Let's rewind.
Dre McCray went into her Slay group and announced that Marvon passed away. And guess what? I'm guessing Miss Letitia knew. She never told us.
We'll see. I don't know.
I don't know for sure, but.
And she claims that Miss Letitia knew. Did you hear that with your ears, or do you need me to rewind that? She claims at that point in time that Letitia knew. Why do you think Letitia's not talking to her anymore? This is from November 5th when they were in Georgia.
Miss Wynette didn't know, and neither did.
It might have been a couple days after the 5th. This is the screen recording from November 5th. If I'm correct, this was the second or third night they were there. She was in the camo sports bra. I don't know if that's still up on their page. She's done a lot of removing.
Mr. Marvon McCray.
So Mrs. Jackson sent this to me earlier.
I'll back it up for those of you that didn't hear it.
For sure, but Miss Wynette didn't know, and neither did Mr. Marvon McCray.
So Mrs. Jackson sent this to me.
So the Jacksons didn't know.
I'm guessing Miss Letitia knew.
Miss Letitia knew?
She never told us.
We'll see. I don't know.
I don't know for sure, but Miss Wynette didn't know, and neither did Mr. Marvon McCray.
Why would they, Molly? Why would they? They didn't raise this man. They're not me. I mean, I hope that they would be able to find that out. But why would they come to you and tell you this first and foremost? And why is it your job to announce it? Even if this was so. First of all, they put him up for adoption. He was adopted. They weren't a part of his life. I don't know how much more clear I can make that. They had reconnected. Yes, you've played that one phone call time and time again and tried to run with the narrative based off of one phone call, ignoring Marvon's own statements, Marvon's own words that he put out here himself. Dre posted the videos in her own groups. You can go see them yourself. Good Lord, these people are disgusting.
So
and yet I'm the one. Why are you so hell-bent on silencing me? All of a sudden, you're really, 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 really concerned about this. When in reality, the only way that we're going to come out of this is honesty, receipts, facts. Because no matter which way it turns, I'm not shutting up about the exploitation of a Marine veteran, his tragedy that you burned. And it's not the first, and it won't be the last if this doesn't get stopped. You have done it to Summer Wells, Cash Gernon, Gabby Petito. You tried the Idaho 4.
Jackson sent this to me earlier. She said, I spoke with Marvon Jr.'s nurse.
Brian, if you're friends with her and she actually listens to you, I would do yourself the favor and go and watch some of this stuff and maybe help her understand that there is absolutely holes in this whole story. And there is a lot of money unaccounted for. But I don't know if your friends are not like that you care about her.
She said she's sorry to hear about Marvon Jr.
So this was their sticking point that made it factual, because Wynette had reached out to the lady that she met when she was in Arizona. Again, that's already been explained numerous times. She met a lady when they were visiting. They exchanged numbers. The lady was called a nurse in one of the screenshots. So she reached out to the lady, and the lady said, I'm going to back it up and you can hear what Justin says, but this is what made it factual.
In Tucson, she said she's sorry to hear about Marvon Jr.
She said she's sorry to hear about Marvon Jr. She never said anything with the words of passing.
Miss Wynette didn't know, and neither did Mr. Marvon.
So Mrs. Jackson sent this to me earlier. She said, I spoke with Marvon Jr.'s nurse in Tucson. She said she's sorry to hear about Marvon Jr.
Nothing, not a single thing about him passing away, but they continue to run with that narrative. And by the way, too, if my channel does go down, I do have a backup channel, but in the 7 days, if I do get struck, I will be streaming on Facebook. So again, I know some of you guys aren't over there, but I'm not going away. There's plenty of, I have the ability of talking just like they have all along. No, I know. I'm just saying, if you actually care about her as a friend, though, and because she's not understanding the gravity of the situation, she refuses to see that this is going to work itself out any other way besides her usually being able to like throw her fit, do her distraction, do her little dance. That's not the case in this situation. They have said time and time again that they have receipts, and yet they have refused to provide those receipts. And just to remind you all on the receipts thing, pause. Hold on. I gotta find the snippet here. Oh, that's definitely not who it is. Oh, that's ugh. Ugh. Hold. That's Spanky.
I apologize. Oh, a lot of people came back.
Oh God, she's eating in this one too.
Her food is dumping. We're working with the fire. Cut it, right? Cut it and folded it. Just stuff.
Give me a second.
I'm gonna be jealous of your house. Sign those fucking papers, which I'm in no fucking rush with. So it cannot be true. No, it cannot be true. Oh my God. I'm saying a virtual hug because my husband. Girl, I've been telling these sassy lonely. Oh man, she'll get 1 million followers. Called Michelle Gives Roadhead.
Oh, that's right. That's when she had a new business idea for Michelle. Hold on.
For me,
I gotta find it because it's buried in all of this shit. There's a clip where she talks about receipts. That on YouTube, it's always been a thing that if you are saying something, and the moment that anything is provided on your end, then I will continue providing receipts.
People just. But no, I am definitely not a thief. Always a message. No one goes to Bourbon Street and doesn't get drunk and messed up. It's the way of life there. I know that's what you go there for. Yeah. Yeah. And you want to know something? When a girl reached out to Diane for the whole thing, she started telling her story. A lot of me and a lot of the people that were watching it were like, all right, get to the fucking point. She's showing all these stupid pictures of me in like a little mask store in a gift shop. And people like, okay. And they're like, here she is. She's got her little cup.
That's not the right one. Pause.
Her thing, teeny. Wow, you got yourself a real gentleman. Yeah, you got yourself a real good one.
She just blabs and blabs and blabs at times. It's here. I just gotta. Oh, that was that one.
You want to drive around? You want to talk mad shit? Lie? Because all you do is lie. So everyone knows that you're a liar. There you go. Everyone knows that you're a liar. No one believes the thing you say. You say you have receipts. Because let me tell you something, Michelle. I didn't even know that was her. This doesn't even look like you. When was that picture taken? 25 years ago? Please. 25 years ago. Are you trying to look like a 16-year-old girl with your hair like that? Oh, you're trying to get back into whoring? You look like you're 55, 56. It's not.
Where's the receipts or it didn't happen?
56.
Hold on.
That's genuinely like an open door. You got to show them. You can't just say you. That's genuinely like you're talking all kinds of shit. Listen, when you say you got receipts, that's genuinely like an open door. You got to show them. You can't just say you have receipts. That's.
Wait, what? No, that's not the
When you
case.
say you got receipts, that's genuinely like an open door. You got to show them. You can't just say you have receipts. That's.
You can't? You can't just say you have receipts, Molly? Then what have you been doing out here for all this time?
You want 5 years ago.
What are we doing out here? Huh, that's interesting. Well, receipts. Where are they, Molly?
You're talking all kinds of shit. Listen, when you say you got receipts, that's genuinely like an open door. You got to show them. You can't just say you have receipts. That's.
All right. Well, there's that. There's that. Just like this. Oh, it's litter robot. Did you get that? Did you get the litter robot text across the top too? That's how fast you're supposed to do it. That's a receipt. Ready, ready, ready. Receipts volley style. Oh, is there a troll in the chat? Y'all chill out. Everybody's fine over here. Everybody's good. The comments. Y'all need to take a break out here. All right, y'all. Is there any questions before we end this one today? I think I've shown plenty of things today. We can continue. We will honestly continue and continue to show for what it is. I think we need to take a little bit of a pivot though. And I think we need to explain and talk about, because I have a lot of questions about the Jose situation myself, a lot of questions there. And they seem to want to skirt on over all of what was done there too. I also would like to go back and talk about some of the other cases and the problems that they created and the different angles that they took to exploit these cases. Again, if you don't see me back on here because I got a strike, because that's kind of where we're at and the whole thing, I do have a backup channel on YouTube. I don't know. It's posted somewhere. I will try to find the link for it again and repost it. You can sub up there if you want. You don't have to. It's not a big deal. If I do go dead for 7 days or down for 7 days, I'll be on Facebook. Y'all will find me. I'm around. Also, Tessa's. I'm not the only Tessa. I'm just maybe the loudest at the moment of our little group, but you can take me down all you want, but every single one of these videos and screenshots, somebody else has too. So it's not going to really. Brian's being fine, I think, in here. He's been fine to me. I don't know what he's saying to anybody else, but I've never had a problem with him one-on-one. I understand he's from that camp and people have history with him and he was involved in a bunch of stuff. But again, I'm not here to fight with these people. I'm here to point out the facts of this is the exploitation that continues to happen. They keep saying that Molly's upset about that video from Las Vegas, but that video is still sitting on her page. So that obviously isn't the case to me. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. And honestly, if you do care about her as a friend, like if that was a person I considered my friend, I would be worried about this situation because it can be twisted and turned all they want, but the facts are this is why we have the problems. It's not a Molly thing. Nobody cares. Well, there's a lot of people that care about Molly and can't stand Molly. I hate Molly's behavior, but I hate what she's done to this story. I hate how she's exploited these cases. And that to me is disgusting and vile. Yeah, you guys chill out, please. Like that's just a distraction going after, you know, it is. And I again, people have past history with a lot of people in the chat. So you're not going to ever, you know, convince people to feel a certain way because they don't have to. And that's not what we're here to do. I'm not here to convince any of you of anything. I'm here to try to get you to open your mind, open your ears, and see with your eyes what's right in front of you. And if you can't see it, if you can't find the facts, please ask. We will provide you with the facts, the proof. This has never been about coming out here and just disparaging one creator. We didn't even know where this was going to end up. And if you go follow the whole story, you will see that. Yes, they already have all my personal information. Banana Bicycle, see, it's all out here. They've had it. Molly confirmed that she gave it to her husband and he's meddling around. So she brought him to the table, he pulled up a seat and sat here. So we'll handle it. But, you know, I don't really take kindly to the threats against my spouse's business and all the other things that are happening. But again, we will just deal with it as we deal with it. Yeah, unfortunately. And that's the thing too. Please understand that there's other chats and stuff that have different opinions. Like leave me and my problems here. Like this is, I appreciate you guys all sticking up for me and stuff, but you guys are stressing yourselves out. And I hate saying that because I don't need defended. The facts are the facts. I don't need for people to stand out here and defend me. This is not a personal thing. This is not about me versus Molly in some sort of competition. This is about the facts of them exploiting a man's tragedy and destroying their family. There's 3 young kids involved in that home. 3 young kids. You guys are talking about what happened to me, but that's minor in comparison. And that, again, is another distraction. These stories are not about us as creators. These stories are about the tragedies and the victims. Who approached Molly to get involved with Marvon, or did she insert herself? Actually, that was a gal by the name of Gigi. So she said that, and that's in video too, and I do have that. She, in the beginning of it, when she did her 4-part series, they had started the Facebook groups already. And I'm not sure how long these people had been followers of Molly's before, but Molly confirmed that Gigi and Tony both had reached out to her and asked her to cover the story. And again, I'm not doxing them. They use their names. Molly called them by their names. We have the receipts of that too. Yes, curious. I appreciate that so much. And that, you know, there's some of you that are just like stirring and others that are correcting the misinformation. And there's a big difference too. So I appreciate you guys so much. No, I appreciate that. Correcting the information is one thing, but a lot of people are really getting like personally involved and feeling like they have to personally fight this battle. And that's where they want us to all go. They want us to go into that personal realm with them, and it's just not. You're welcome, Skip to my Lou. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, everybody who joined the membership. Again, you guys, I'm terrible at this. I don't even know where it pops up. The super chats, I, again, do not expect them at all. Thank you very much for those two. I don't know what the difference is between super chat and super sticker yet. This is not my thing. But again, you guys are all very much appreciated. And I will probably do members only content maybe tomorrow or something just for shits and giggles because I finally figured out the button today. If you have questions, please reach out to us and ask. This is not an echo chamber. We are really, really encouraged by people that have difference of opinions and the opportunity for open dialogue. You guys are cracking me up. No, Joyce 91. That is not true. You saw videos and you saw videos and you saw text messages and you saw a bunch of things from different time frames, all meshed together as one incident. Most of those videos or text messages were from 2019 or previous that they used to spin that narrative. Was there issues in the home? They talked about them themselves. You can go see their own words on the missing puzzle pieces if you have questions about that, and hear from them what was going on in their life. I would encourage any of you that you have questions about that stuff to go watch the missing puzzle pieces and hear for yourself, because that was absolutely twisted and turned. Yes, he was having medical issues and so on and so forth, but there's a lot more to that situation than meets the eye. And again, you can have your difference of opinion on their choice of lifestyle, so on and so forth. But if you take away all the emotion, the facts are the facts, and what was done here is disgusting. Yeah, Joyce, I would really encourage you to go watch the missing puzzle pieces if those are the videos you've seen, and see like the actual snippets from Marvon's own words. I would really suggest that. Anybody go over and watch the missing puzzle pieces. They've put out a really good, so you can hear it from them. Yes, and context for these clips is very important too. And I made that mistake in the beginning, and I've even admitted that, and I went back, and I'm not a dirty deleter, so I've left everything up, but I had to correct myself along the way, even because I had let emotion totally, like, this was such a horrifying story. All of us were like, what the heck is going on? Thank you all, Cancel Tragedy, Pimps and Rachel, and everybody else that joined. But I made a few missteps too. And I really had to sit back and watch, but I didn't dirty delete things because I think it's for the integrity of the entire story. I knew this was headed south. And for my own, honesty and everything, I needed to leave it all up and just redirect and walk through wherever it was going to lead. And that's where we ended up. That's how we ended up here, because none of us knew, but then we saw enough to go, this is concerning. So thank you, Ice Queen. All right, y'all, with that, I am out for the day. I hope you all have a fabulous day. Please remember that you have the possibility of shutting it off. When it gets too much, shut it down. You do not have to give these people your time and energy. Me either. Again, your time is the most precious thing that you can give these people. So please be mindful that you don't owe these people anything. You don't owe any of us anything. We are all the same people, okay? And some of these people are fucking train wrecks. And we need a trivia night. By the way, Molly, unless your name is Penis, you're definitely not all my content, because unless we can just call you Penis now. I guess we could call you that, because then it would be an answer for trivia finally. Hell, Molly, I got a game for you. We haven't done it yet. That's what we're doing. Tomorrow night, we are playing Never Have I Ever Molly Go Lightly edition. Because Molly wants attention, we will give it to her in a funny way. All right. Tomorrow night, I will make an event for it right now. We will play Molly Never Have I Ever. And it will just be things that I have never done that we have watched Molly Go Lightly do. And I will open up the panel and let some of you OGs come up and explain all of it, because it's fucking hysterical when we all get going. So Navy, Nunya, buckle up. And whoever else is coming along for the ride, Uni, Make a Bobster, all of you guys want to come sit up here and Never Have I Ever? We need some of you OGs it's hysterical. We accidentally did it one day at the end of a live, and we were laughing so freaking hard. I was about in tears. So we'll have some fun with this. She wants our attention. We'll give it to her in a good way. Yes, T, I know. I have so much that I should do. Like, I have so much content that we could do, but there's not enough time in the day to get through everything. And again, just so everybody knows, please, like, if you see people asking if I'm okay, if everything's okay, I'm okay. I will let you guys know if that changes. I will let you know if, anything changes with my girls. So far, everything's good. Everything's okay. And it'll be as it is. Thankfully, again, I was one of the first ones that I said, like, this is probably okay that it happened to me. Aw, thank you, lovely. He is. I love my other half very much. So I am very proud of that man. And by the way, if you send him nudes, just so you know, to the word to the wise, to the dumbasses in the back, he has already told everybody he's going to share them with everybody. It's not called revenge porn if you are sending it unwanted over and over again. So we might edit it and make a few tweaks to it, but it'll be shown because Kyle doesn't like that kind of stuff either. In fact, he kind of gets scared of moose knuckles. But, and over here too, we have a fupa cam. So, because they're really concerned with what I look like beyond here. So that's why I always show my fupa. It's a weird thing. I don't know. Women are weird. Okay. F you, right? I know I'm the same way. All right, y'all. I am thankful for all of you. Thank you so much for being here with me today and understanding what is going on. If you have questions, please ask. I am terrible at getting back to messages. Again, I don't have admins on Facebook or anything like that. I run it all by myself. My mods over here are great. If you have questions and I don't get back to you, there's a lot of them around that are active in their messenger and know just as much as I do. This was not a me thing that we got here. This was an us thing. We as a community, we as an island, let me be very clear, we as an island aren't going anywhere. You can float all around in your little life vest, Molly, but the air is going out of that life vest very fast. So with that, peace out. The Tessas are going back to their island and their cabana boys. Okay. Have a good day, y'all.